Hello, this is David. And to those of you who are kind, Sir David, King David, God David, Conqueror David, you people are so damn funny. Jeez. Let me tell you a good one. Good Lord. Again, this is sad crap, but it's the circus of the Mormon Church. Okay. Now, I've done a video on the liahona, okay? The liahona was a magic compass that Lehi and Nephi, these fictitious people that came from the old country, who were the old Jewish country, Jerusalem area, who weren't Jews, but were DNA Asians, walking across the Bering Strait. They had this compass, okay? It was called the liahona. Now, here's how it worked. If they wanted to know where to go, I would have told them where the sun don't shine. But the liahona was much more serious and not as comical. So it had an arrow on it, I guess. No one's ever seen a picture of it. No one's ever heard of a liahona. It's like gold plates. They just disappeared after they were made up. So the liahona has this little compass on it, and Lehi and his family and the group would follow the arrow. Now, if any of them had thoughts of sex, the pointer just went round and round, and they go, what the hell, where do we go, where do we, and then they'd have to go through the group and slap each other and go, don't think of sex. If you're evil, the liahona will not work. It didn't work most of the time. Anyway, there's the liahona Academy down in the Provo area. I think it's in Pleasant Grove. And it looks like a Mormon church, and it is a school, kindergarten through 12th grade, that teaches the principles of the Mormon church in a regular school setting. I went to seminary, and I couldn't stand it for an hour. These poor little kids, all day long, having to stand the brainwashing of the Mormon church. They're just going to be mobots. They're just going to come out of there going, I know the church is true. I know Monson can speak. He's not senile. He's just testing our faith. Well, here's the sad thing. Let me bring it up, and you know I can't see. Oh, God. I don't see it. It's gone. Oh, God. Okay, anyway. It's gone. Damn. Anyway, I can do it from memory. There's a guy down there who was a teacher and a coach, and he's 27 years old. Now, he has been sending text messages. He's a little more mature than Joseph. It wasn't 14-year-olds, it was 16-year-olds. But the flaming sword of Joseph ran up to him after school and said, text these girls and then meet with them in the dark after school. And before you know it, he had gone where no man had gone before. With 2 of the 16-year-olds. Now that's bad enough. But he's the son of the parents who own the school. And when you see the pictures, it's Brock. I think it's Brock is his last name. When you see the pictures of them, they all got their garments on. They all got they didn't save them spiritually, now did they? So they're not a physical protection, and they're not a spiritual protection. He had to take his garments off and hang them on the tree while he was in the field with the 2 16-year-old girls. Well, again, I hate to just bring up every damn thing that the Mormons do, but here in Utah, you people don't hear it all over the world. You know, I had people from Australia this morning, Thailand, England, who ask questions, and they go, David, is that shit really true? Like, it is. Here in Utah, everything gets screwed. That's why I won't go out the front door. I ain't going out there. I know every time I go out there, I'll meet an asshole, which is most of the people. So I put my blonde wig on and my beard, and a bearded lady from the circus goes out so the Danites won't get me. Oh shit, I gave up my disguise. No, I don't wear a beard. No, I just a big mustache. Anyway, when you sexually repress human beings, sex is a need, not a want, not a desire. It is a need. Men need to have their sperm come out regularly. Women, every 28 days, has to have the little egg that comes out that didn't get fertilized. When you take human beings and you tell them sex is a desire, it's a want, it's evil, and it's satanic, and you hold them for years and years and years, suddenly an erection is going to happen that hurts society. Here's these two 16-year-old girls who I'm sure had all the faith in the world in this teacher and the coach, and he unzips his pants and puts his penis inside of them. I wish that my program and my show could do more to stop this. I don't want to just be a reporter of the silliness of the Mormon Church. I'd really like to make an effect upon the people of the Mormon Church to say, hey, it's okay to have an erection. Just take that sucker home and put it in your wife, or go masturbate it. And the same with the girls. You know, your clit gets all big and you get all wet. God's sakes, go home, lock your door, and masturbate, and life goes on. Nobody is hurt. But when the Mormon bishops and the state presidents and the mission presidents hammer and hammer and hammer that you're not to have any sexuality, that's like not eating. It's like not breathing. Human beings have to have sex. They're sexual since they're 10. I've got one, I'm not going to be personal, but I have one of my children who began menstruating at 10 years old. She could have a baby from 10 right on up. You cannot stop human sexuality. And when you try to, you have teachers, you have bishops, you have state presidents, you have mission presidents, and you have missionaries, young people that are committing crimes that hurt society. Oh, they say, do you watch the 10 Commandments? I said, well, I don't watch them. I try to live them. And I say to everybody who watches, I'm sorry, this 27-year-old man humiliated himself and his good family. I'm sure they were a good family. And now he's in prison. He's in prison. He's in jail. He hasn't been adjudicated yet. He's in jail. And they say they're going to bring more serious charges against him. I wish these things didn't happen. I hope they didn't happen. If I believed in a God, which I don't, I would pray that they don't happen, because the rest of you, most of you, believe in a God. You pray. They still happen. That's why I don't believe there is a God. It's like when I prayed to Jesus and Elohim. They never did shit for me. Then I start saying, gold plates that disappeared, virgin births, guys walking on water. I don't think so. So anyway, that's where my head is, and as an atheist, my standards are higher. My standards are higher. I have told my kids these things. As a parent and a father, I've told them at appropriate ages about their bodies and about human sexuality and morality, and I have certainly raised the standard far, far, far above the Mormon Church. I've told them the truth. I've counseled them. I have had them read. I've had them, they've told me of conversations that they've had at school with other kids, that my kids' standards are higher than the other kids at school who are Mormons. So anyway, to Mr. I think it's Brock, B-R-O-C-H, he's 27 years old, and he had an erection that he couldn't control, and the little 16-year-old girls had vaginas that they couldn't control. He didn't rape them. you can't have consensual sex with a girl under 18. They don't know what they're doing. Their brains are behind their vaginas. They don't know what they're doing. And that's why in this country we have laws that allow these little girls to grow up to be at least 18, and now they can say, this is what I want to do with my vagina, or not. But when you're older and you're over 18, the man or the woman, and you take advantage of these younger people, you deserve to be in jail. You know, if you can't get people your own age, what does that say about your desirability? So anyway, I'm sorry that the Mormon Church gets kicked in the nuts one more time, but you know that they must be getting callous nuts. They're getting kicked every day with Mitt Romney wishing to God he was a Catholic. Thanks.